Welcome to art class. Today we're going to begin step 1 in creating our sculptural wall hanging. The first thing you want to do is start with a cleanly rolled slab of clay. This is cornstarch. You're going to use this today. This will keep your stencils and your texturing tools from sticking. You want to sprinkle a little bit on the surface, not too much, or it will dry out your clay. What we're going to be making is going to be about 9 by 6 inches. We're going to be choosing 2 to 3 cookie cutters to cut out some pieces and place on the surface of our wall hanging. I have a couple examples here for you. The first step you'll want to do is think about placement. You know, where are you going to put your 2 cutout images? And this will help you determine where to put your texture. Okay, so I think I have an idea. I'm going to be using this placemat to add texture in the beginning. You can place these on the clay and use a rolling pin or your fingers to indent the clay. Feel free to overlap textures if you like. So I know I want to use this texturing plate to represent grass in the field that my house will be resting on. In the sky, I'm going to use this roller to create sort of what looks like clouds. So we have stamps and plates and rollers, so please feel free to experiment. So once I have my nice texture, as you can see there, I'm going to grab my rectangular template and I'm going to think about where do I want those textured areas within the piece. I'm going to grab a fettling knife. Now these are potentially sharp, so you really want to be careful and be aware of those around you. And I would recommend standing up when you're cutting because you get a better angle. Don't worry if it's not perfectly perfect on the edge. We will smooth that out with a sponge later. So I'm carefully cutting around my pattern. If you'll notice, I'm holding my pattern still with one hand while I cut slowly to create my nice rectangle. I have some scraps here. So now I have my nice background. I can take a look at it. I can see my texture didn't work super great here, but that's okay because I know the glaze will help fill that in. So now we're ready to store our clay pieces until next class. You should have 2 bags. One is for your scraps. Please don't wad these up in a giant ball. You just want to stack them and make double sure that your Ziploc bag is stored up. I'll place this in my storage bin. I'll grab my other Ziploc bag and I'm going to place this in here as carefully as I can. This clay is going to be sort of wet, so if you'll notice I'm sliding my hand under and I'm going to open up my bag. This might be a part that you might want to ask for help from one of your teachers. I'm going to try to push most of the air out, and I'm really going to make sure that that's sealed nice and tight. I don't want it to dry out until next class. So I bring over my storage bin. You can see that when I place that in there, it's very nice and flat. You'll have your own bin, and we'll store this on the shelf until next time.